CBS Sports presents the Nextel Direct Connect Halftime Report. Nextel, get right through.
This is Rodney Harrison of the San Diego Chargers. Rodney helps the United Way build stronger communities by generously spending time with senior citizens and engaging in good citizenship.
That's messed up.
Rodney Harrison and the good citizens of his community.
Access NFL.com, now on America Online. Get game day coverage with live scoring updates and exclusive post-game features.
Hey, listen, great job, fellas. Excellent job.
Every Sunday on NFL.com and America Online keyword NFL.com. For 36 years, NFL Films has brought you the best in football. Now, access NFL Films TV online at NFL.com.
This is an update from CBS News. America on guard. John Roberts reporting from CBS News World Headquarters in New York. Good day. The White House has just rejected a new offer from the Taliban to surrender Osama bin Laden to a third country for trial if the United States shows evidence of his guilt to the Taliban. And Attorney General John Ashcroft warns there may be September 11th terrorists still on the loose.
We have a couple hundred people, close to a couple hundred, that we have on a watch list that we are still seeking to find, to question, to be involved in one way or another, to interrogate.
Ashcroft says it's not yet clear whether terrorists are linked to the current anthrax incidents. Overnight anthrax scares aboard a plane near Washington and another in San Jose have turned out to be false alarms. In other headlines, new Allied airstrikes are reported north of Kabul, where Taliban forces face the rebel United Front. The Taliban claims 180 Afghan civilians have died in the air raids. No independent confirmation of that. Taliban leaders are also calling on the United Front rebels to switch sides and join them against the United States. And in Pakistan, at least one person is reported dead in demonstrations outside of an airbase where Americans are believed to be stationed. Stay with CBS News and this CBS station for all of the latest developments. I'm John Roberts, CBS News in New York. Good day.
It's the wildest Survivor yet. Don't miss an all-new episode, CBS Thursday.
It's here, kids!
I think it's too big, Dad.
Like to know exactly what you're getting before you buy it? Go to BestBuy.com and research everything before you go to the store. That way, you'll get what's right for you. Best Buy. Go ahead. Turn on the fun.
I think that's about everything we need to close this equity loan if you'll just sign where I've marked these pages.
Great. I really appreciate you coming by.
Miss Cooper, it's not at all uncommon for us to visit our customers in their homes, if that's best for them.
Yeah, I know.
This is something we do for lots of customers.
Yeah, I know.
Good.
This Halloween,
What the hell was that?
the producers of House on Haunted Hill bring you the ultimate house of horror, where there's death at every door, terror at every turn.
We see the hell out of here, now!
And a ghost in every room.
We got company!
13 ghosts. Rated R. Starts Friday, October 26th.
You like it?
No. I came here to see something amazing. Where's the world's largest planetarium? Where's the 300-seat cabaret? Where are all the craps tables?
The new Mohegan Sun. There's nothing else like it.
Stay with 12 News for continuing coverage as America strikes back. Next halftime report. Nextel. Get right through.
A misty day here in Foxborough. Unconventional 9-6 game. Adam Vinatieri missing on an extra point. It is halftime. We welcome you back, everybody. Ian Eagle along with Solomon Wilcott. The headline coming in clearly, the return of Doug Flutie. Headline at the end of the first half, the return of Terry Glenn.
And Terry Glenn has really not disappointed as he comes out. 2-month absence, and he comes out and has 6 receptions in the first half, including touchdown pass from Tom Brady, but he's been everything for this offense, drawing the double coverage and I think freeing up David Patton as well as Troy Brown to make plays in the passing game, something they haven't had in their 4 previous games.
Running game has been a non-factor from both sides. Antoine Smith for New England and LaDainian Tomlinson for the San Diego Chargers. One thing about Tomlinson, he has had strong second halves so far during his young NFL career. On the kickoff, Vinatieri for Ronnie Jenkins from the 13. Jenkins finds an opening. Ronnie Jenkins to the sideline, crosses midfield. Jenkins to the 40. Tried to cut it back, dives forward to the 37-yard line. He got a block from Jason Terry and a 51-yard return for Ronnie Jenkins off the kickoff, his longest of the season.
This is exactly what San Diego needed. They've done a good job in kick return and punt return all day. They've been working with really good field position. But Jenkins does a good job of getting this ball up the field. They do an excellent job of blocking. San Diego Chargers special teams setting up the offense to go the short distance. They get the ball at the Patriots 37-yard line.
And a tough breakdown for New England on special teams. Look at the field position, the 37. Here's the pitch for Tomlinson trying to cut it back. And he got hit hard. He got sandwiched at first and then squeezed through for a gain of 2. Lawyer Malloy in on the stop.
Second down.
First half possessions. See what San Diego has done so far. Really, the offense showed a lot of rhythm in their first few games. Last week, you just started to see some chinks in the armor for Norv Turner's offensive unit against Cleveland.
That's right. I think they have to do a better job on the offensive line, but today they've done a really good job. They just have to take advantage of the opportunities the defense and special teams have given this offense.
2nd and 8, deep drop from Flutie. Out to the flat, Tomlinson able to catch it. And sidestepped his way forward. New England claims they have the football. Brian Cox does come away with the ball. And brought down at the 43. A 10-yard return off the fumble recovery. And New England does avoid some deep problems here as San Diego is driving.
That's what I was going to say. Once again, the defense bails out the special teams. San Diego gets excellent field position, but they turn the ball over. They've only turned the ball over 5 times in their 4 previous games this year. Last year, they turned it over a league-high 50 times, and Tomlinson has to do a better job of protecting the football. And it's Roman Pfeiffer who pokes that ball out, and Brian Cox comes over to clean up. Brian's had a really good game today.
It was just sitting on the grass waiting for Cox to take over. There's a sprint out, Trevor Brown. After the catch, it's Brown creating. And he picks up 20 yards.
Stopped by Jay Cody.
So after a mistake on special teams, the New England defense bails out the Patriots. And now it's the offense's turn to put some more points on the board, leading 9-6 with 13:45 to go in the third.
And the Patriots come out striking very quick, trying to get some good tempo in the offense, getting the ball in the passing game and completing passes very quickly. But they have to take advantage of this opportunity. They missed the opportunity at the end of the first half, missing the field goal. And now they've got good field position, see if they can manufacture some points.
Last year, San Diego had 50 turnovers, only 6 this season. And maybe a turnover here. Antoine Smith was able to get his hands on it. It looked ugly from the start off the pitch.
It's a good pitch from Tom Brady. Antoine Smith has to do a better job of focusing and concentrating on getting the football. I think he looked up to see where the defense was, but he has to focus on the football. See, his eyes are upfield, and that's why he loses the football. He does a good job of fighting and getting it back, but San Diego had an opportunity to recover that fumble.
Is Smith the #1 running back at this level?
I think he can be. I think we've known he's had a 1,000-yard season once before in Buffalo. He has to get back to the discipline and concentration it takes to play every down.
Split the backfield now, 2nd and long. Brady hit as he throws and popped up in the air. Marcellus Wiley was the man who knocked it. And Mark Edwards was there to make sure it didn't go the other way.
The heads-up play by Mark Edwards. You don't know for sure if this ball is a forward pass or if it's a lateral. But Wiley, he's coming off the left corner right here, and he's putting pressure on Tom Brady and hits that arm before it can really get going forward. But Mark Edwards, the fullback, does a good job. Heads up football. He's a smart player. Makes a very intelligent play.
It'll be third down for New England. Ball is spotted now at the 47-yard line. So he had completed that forward motion. That was a live football, and Mark Edwards with a heads-up play. Play clock down to 1. Play action. Brady steps up, avoids the run. Guns it to the sideline. Terry Glenn with another catch. Was this one in bounds is the question.
Terry Glenn putting in extra work today, making great plays.
Incomplete.
It's an incomplete pass, but he makes an excellent effort here to try to catch this ball and get his feet down. I'm not so sure.
Well, wait a second. Terry Glenn's body was leaning towards the sideline, but it looked like he had both feet in bounds.
Very close. Both feet were firmly planted on the ground in bounds. I think the only question is, does he have complete possession before his hips and the rest of his body hits the ground out of bounds? I think he has the catch.
It was not a first down. So New England is not going to challenge this play. Ball bouncing around. That's Tim Dwight able to handle it. Down at the 10-yard line to Bucky Jones. That football hit him on the helmet. It's been a strange start to the third quarter after a fairly pedestrian first half.
Why don't you get us something to cool this fire down?
I got just the thing. I got too low for that fire.
With a great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down. Make it a Bud Light.
That's not that bad.
The Civic HX from Honda.
Why do you think I should help you?
Get down!
Take that man down.
We're planning to take over the prison.
The Last Castle, rated R, starts this Friday.
Man, that sandwich was good. Is there another one? We're saving it for Dave.
You can't resist Wendy's bacon mushroom melt with all that bacon and cheddar.
Hey, Dave, why don't you stay out a few more laps?
Okay.
Where's that sandwich?
Gerald, I hope no one ate my lunch.
When you gotta have one, you gotta have one.
If someone was accused of unspeakable actions from the past,
Our missteps caused tragic consequences.
when do you forgive? An all-new Max Bickford CBS Tonight.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
I think a legitimate question is, does that dog need a ticket? I don't have that answer.
It's one of the 50 that Flutie gave out tickets to, maybe. Just maybe.
9-6. The Patriots leading the San Diego Chargers. Are they talking about re-kicking this ball? They might be. As the officials huddle up at the 15-yard line. Took a strange bounce. Did it touch Tim Dwight first, or did it hit a Patriot player to Bucky Jones first?
Well, we know it hit to Bucky Jones. Ball hitting right in the top of the head. I think they're trying to get the sequence of events in order. You have to give credit to Doug Flutie. He was lobbying the officials for a better spot. He doesn't want to start at his own 13-yard line, so I don't know.
During the punt, illegal touching by the flyer, who went out of bounds, came back in, and was the first to touch the football. 5-yard penalty, previous spot, repeat now.
Well, good explanation from our referee today, Terry McCauley.
Yeah, Bucky Jones was the flyer. He's lined up at the top, and he went out of bounds voluntarily, which means he's ineligible. He can't touch the ball and down it up the football field, so that's why they're going to bring it back and punt it.
But keep in mind, the field position for San Diego would have been the 13-yard line. They should improve upon that a great deal. Lee Johnson is the punter. Lonnie Paxton will snap it. And the very dangerous Tim Dwight is standing at his own 20-yard line. We packed a lot in just a couple of minutes here in the third quarter.
We really have, because both teams have had opportunities. San Diego with the big kickoff return by Ronnie Jenkins, returning the ball all the way to the 37-yard line of the New England Patriots and giving them good field position. They squander that opportunity with the LaDainian Tomlinson fumble. And then the Patriots have a good opportunity, but they only go 3 and out, can't get the first down. So now they're forced to punt the ball back over to San Diego. The Chargers looking to get even better field position, something they've done I think they've done all throughout the ball game.
Antoine Smith avoiding disaster when he fumbled the football, but was able to recover it. That was a part of this drive.
And here's the problem. Look at the top right there. That's to Bucky Jones. He's known as the flyer. And they bump him, they push him. He'll step out of bounds, but he does so voluntarily. He's not knocked out of bounds. At this point, he's ineligible. He can come in and make a tackle, but he can't down the football by touching it. This is still a live ball, but once they blow the whistle dead, the ball's dead, and Bucky Jones is ineligible from downing that football.
Ball hit him in the helmet, so from the spot where it touched him, it would have been the line of scrimmage for San Diego, but because Jones had stepped out of bounds, the officials questioned it, and we are set to re-kick, we believe. They're still trying to sort it out. Down on the far sideline.
Well, there are some other issues they're discussing here. And maybe they're looking where to spot the ball and trying to find the original line of scrimmage where the previous punt took place. And as you can see, it's right around the 47-yard line. Right now, the ball is placed at the 42-yard line.
They've got it right. 5-yard penalty assessed to New England, and now we will see Lee Johnson. Spiraling punt, angling towards the sideline and out of bounds as he clipped it inside the 30. Line of scrimmage will be the 27, so a 14-yard improvement. Let's go to New York, Jim Nance.
All right, Ian, a little update right before the half at Lambeau Field. It's Favre to Antonio Freeman having a Terry Glenn-type day statistically. 6 for 66 and a touchdown. That one coming with 2 seconds to go in the quarter. Packers lead by 10. Let's go back to Ian and Solomon.
Of course, the only difference, Jim, Freeman was actually in training camp this year.
He's been putting in practice time, but hey, big-time players make big-time plays when the team need it most, and that's where I think both are quite the same.
Terry Glenn, a huge day so far for New England. The fog is beginning to seep in. Flutie with that sidearm toss, and Ted Johnson got his hands on it out across the middle. Incomplete.
It's an excellent play by Ted Johnson. He's a very versatile football player, can play both the middle linebacker position. Today, he's filling in for Teddy Bruschi at the outside linebacker position. He's reading the eyes of Doug Flutie, leaves his feet and make a play. This ball was intended for Jeff Graham going over the middle. Ted Johnson's not happy with himself. He's not satisfied with knocking that ball down. He wanted the interception.
See the clouds settling in just outside Foxborough Stadium. Injury update on New England. Richard Seymour, the rookie, a leg injury. His return is doubtful. Tomlinson waiting for a hold to develop. You see the flag on the play. And Roman Pfeiffer made that stop after a gain of 2. And this one's coming back. It'll be holding against San Diego right at the point of attack.
And Pfeiffer has done a good job since coming over from the Jets, where he was an outside linebacker. Now he's playing that defensive end position.
Holding. Offense. Number 70. Penalties declined. 3rd down.
That's the veteran Vaughn Parker. They declined the penalty after the short run by LaDainian Tomlinson. In for Seymour at the nose tackle position is Brandon Mitchell. Former 2nd-round pick back in '97 out of Texas A&M. This is a 3rd and 8. Crowd again getting vocal. Here comes the rush. Flutie unloads it. Incomplete. Flags on the play. Lawyer Malloy and to Bucky Jones on that safety blitz.
Snap. Ball start. Offense. Number 85. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
And they come right up the middle, right up the face. You see them. They'll come right here. And then you see both of them. To Bucky Jones as well as Lawyer Malloy. He has to throw this ball much sooner than he would like to. Doug Flutie understanding the pressure's coming. Can't wait for the receiver to get open. He's forced to get rid of the football, but the offensive linemen have to maintain their poise and stay still right up front until the ball is snapped.
Penalty before the snap. So now San Diego will face a 3rd and 13. Here's Flutie. Pump fake. Throwing. Sideline. Separation. Curtis Conway. And he's dragged down from behind by Terrell Buckley. Oh, the time that Flutie had to work with, and he put it right where it had to be.
And sometimes you can try to contain a quarterback too much to the point where you're not getting the push up front, giving Doug Flutie more than enough time to complete this pass. Only 4 guys are rushing right now. Flutie, he's looking at Conway all the way. Little pump fake to the right, buys a little time, and Terrell Buckley must have bought the fake because he's nowhere near Conway. Conway has him beat by maybe 5 yards or so. Conway stays with the play. Good pump fake by Doug Flutie.
56-yard completion down to the New England 20. 1st and 10. Flutie again throwing, finds the opening, and finds Conway on back-to-back plays inside the 2. Ty Law had the coverage, and it'll be 1st and goal as San Diego is looking to put points on the board.
And they go back to what they did so very well in the first half. This is just a quick slant route, and this ball is going to be there. The receiver's going to be open because he gets under the cornerback, Ty Law. As soon as he passes the linebacker, Flutie does a good job of timing up the route and getting the ball out very quickly and accurately.
A 3 tight end set on a 1st and goal. Handoff. Tomlinson tries to turn it upfield. 2nd effort. Did he get there? Yes. Touchdown, San Diego.
And we talked about the power of LaDainian Tomlinson and his ability to run inside. He's hit well before he gets to the goal line, but uses nothing but 2nd effort to get to the ball, and he hits head on with Ted Johnson, but he's able to maintain his position. Now that's his 7th rushing touchdown this season. Last year the team had 7 touchdowns, so he equals the entire team total last year.
LaDainian Tomlinson leading the NFL in that category. 7 rushing touchdowns. The team now has 8 overall. And San Diego has taken the lead. Wade Ritchie, extra point. He curved that one through. Chargers 13. Patriots 9, a 5-play, 73-yard drive. Flutie to Conway, the key one, on back-to-back pass plays.
With a smooth, car-like ride, dual-side airbags, and a 240-horsepower engine...
Go ahead, I'll bring you in. Hannah.
It's one of the joys of parenthood. The Odyssey from Honda.
This is Will Burns. You've reached my cell phone. Leave me a message, and I'll call you back.
Will, it's Gail. I can't believe you're not answering your phone. Look, get back here. The client changed their mind. They actually like the work. All we have to do is show the plans to one more group, and the job is ours. Call me before it's too late.
With ordinary cell phones, you leave messages, but with Nextel Direct Connect, the digital two-way radio, you get right through.
Now, exclusively from the NFL Shop, you can customize your very own official NFL replica jersey. Pick a team, choose a number, use your name or your favorite player. It's up to you. NFL Shop will make one in any style you want, just $64.99. So call now and order for yourself or a friend. Get the gear, get in the game, exclusively from NFL Shop. Call 1-877-NFL-SHOP now, or visit us at NFL Shop on NFL.com.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the Honda Odyssey. It's one of the joys of parenthood. Subway, fresh-made sandwiches on fresh-baked bread. Subway, eat fresh. And by Visa, it's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
LaDainian Tomlinson, 1-yard touchdown run, 7th of the season for Tomlinson. And the San Diego Chargers lead at 13-9. Kevin Falk on the return. Here's Falk running through a crowd and then brought down at the 28-yard line by Jason Perry. That's an 18-yard return. Now New England now finds himself behind. Chance to change that when we return.
No matter who you are or what you're into, isn't it nice to know you'll be accepted?
That's why the Redskins' biggest fans, the Hogettes, make sure to bring their Visa cards to the Forecast Boutique. Visa, the official card of the NFL.
Do I look fat in this dress?
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, did you bake this bread? Do you have any idea where it came from?
No.
So, what do you think? Don't you just love the smell of fresh baked cardboard? Subway bakes their bread fresh every day, right, Nancy?
Right, Jim. Subway's got 4 new delicious Subway Selects, like a tasty Southwest chicken, all in fresh baked gourmet bread.
Once you go fresh, you never go back.
Subway is fresh!
Test your football knowledge at Subway. Just upsize your fresh value meal and get one of our 2 32-ounce gridiron trivia cups.
Sunday, Jim.
Comfortable, spacious, magnetic. The Civic from Honda.
Access NFL.com now on America Online. Get live game day coverage and real-time stats at AOL keyword NFL.com.
The world's greatest golfers will claim history as their own. The PGA Tour is on CBS Sports.
Third quarters have been a sore point for this New England team so far in the young season. You see the numbers and they speak for themselves.
Yeah, I think the ones that stand out, look at that, 1.5 yards per rush, and then their inability to stop the run and the pass in the third quarter. Defense total collapse.
On a give for Antoine Smith, tried the shake and bake move and then forced to the sideline. Flags come down, 2 of them in fact. Ryan McNeil in on the coverage to make that tackle. A 1-yard gain.
We talk about their inability to run the ball in the third quarter for the New England Patriots. They come out trying to get Antoine Smith going so far here in the third quarter.
Face mask penalty.
Face mask. Defense. Number 47. 5-yard penalty. First down.
It's Ryan McNeil. Now let's talk a little bit about the identity of this San Diego defense. And not necessarily on this play with the face mask, but overall what Joe Pascal, their defensive coordinator, has brought to this team.
Well, Joe Pascal, he's not even with the team. He's resting in the hospital in San Diego, but he has put his stamp and his personality on this defense, according to Junior Seau. It's an aggressive attacking style. We'll talk a little bit more about it as the game progresses.
On a handoff for Smith, and he takes it up the middle. Antoine Smith picks up the first down. Orlando Ruck in on the stop after the gain of 4. Pascal's in the hospital because of back surgery. And he was a part of the game plan early in the week trying to install some things, but it's been a touchy situation with Jim Vaccarella taking over the linebackers coach.
That's right. Joe has been in the hospital studying film, breaking down plays and setting the game plan, and then Jim is making the calls on game day.
Sideline toss. Troy Brown tried to break through a tackle. He did bring McNeil with him for a couple extra yards. And Brown, with that little extra effort, turns it into a 9-yard pass play.
And I asked Junior Seau, what are the differences in terms of play calling on game day, in terms of how Joe Pascal would call a game and what you get with Jim Vaccarella? He says, you know, Joe does a good job. Joe is very aggressive. He's very attacking. We're able to make more big plays defensively. He says, Jim, he's a little bit more conservative and likes to play straight up.
It's a tough situation for Vaccarella, of course, because Pascal has been so successful here. And you just don't want to mess things up.
That's right, and well loved by the defensive players on this football team.
Meanwhile, New England is moving the football. Patrick Pass setting up as a receiver and bringing that ball in for a gain of 9. They are into San Diego territory down at the 40-yard line.
And we saw Junior Seau making plays in the box, coming in, blitzing, but now he's going to go to the flat, and he's just trying to get under this pass route, just one step away from getting there. And has to do a better job of recognition, but Junior Seau, he studies films, I think, as well as any player in the National Football League in terms of understanding what the offensive team wants to do against them.
1st and 10 from the 40. Antoine Smith stumbles forward for a gain of 2. So the running game has not been there. They haven't established that throughout the day on the ground. Rayleigh Johnson making the stop as the clock continues to move. 7:34 and counting left in the 3rd.
Well, the Patriots have been very dominant on the pass side, throwing the ball 30 times so far in the game, only 12 attempts to run the football, and that's because they haven't been too productive, only rushing for 42 yards so far in the ball game.
3-receiver look. Kevin Falk has set up as a receiver, making a 5-receiver look now as they spread the field entirely. On 2nd and 8, Brady short drop, and a quick throw underneath. David Patton took a smack, but he didn't have enough for the first down. A gain of 9 out across the 30-yard line.
And that smack was delivered by Rodney Harrison, who came in. And that's what you have to do. If they're going to run slant plays in front of you all day, you have to come up, make the tackle, but you want to make them pay, and that's what Rodney Harrison does so well. The National Football League, one of the harder hitting safeties in the league.
And that combination, Harrison and Seau, they have been the crux of this San Diego defense as they've shuffled some other players as part of the unit. 1st and 10 now, line of scrimmage just shy of the 29. Play action for Brady. Finds Smith, middle of the field. Smith trying to remain on his feet. And then pushed out after the gain of 3. Again, it's Rodney Harrison.
It's Rodney Harrison. And Junior Seau does the dirty work. He gets hold of the legs of Antoine Smith. But Rodney Harrison comes in like a missile and cleans up. But you can see how productive these players have been over the course of their career. Both are Pro Bowl players, and they're used to making big plays, whether it's tackles, whether it's sacks or interceptions. They are the heart and soul of this defense.
Seau told us he took Harrison under his wing during his rookie year in 1994. He saw something in this 5th-round draft pick. Mark Edwards, the ball carrier, and it's a gain of 3. Again, it's Harrison involved in the stop, combining with Rogers Beckett, the free safety. It'll be 3rd and 3.
Excuse me, more on Seau and Harrison. They actually go in and study film together. They're constantly on the same page with one another. So, you know, one is working in the box around the line of scrimmage. The other is patrolling that secondary. But they study so well together. They both see the same things at the same time, and they can react in the same manner.
Tanu Vasa has come onto the field for San Diego, recently signed from Denver. Flags down. Handoff, trying to take it up the gut. Antoine Smith, and it's enough for a first down. We'll see what the penalty marker is as Smith crossed the 20-yard line, and offsides against San Diego is the initial
Rodney Harrison got down into the line, crossed the line before the ball was snapped.
Terry McCauley.
Offside, defense for 37, 5-yard penalty, first snap.
Talked about Rodney Harrison and Junior Seau being on the same page. We've seen Junior Seau do this already and jump across the line before the ball was snapped. Now we see Rodney Harrison doing it. So, you know, they both take their cue from the same page, and they tend to guess right more times than not. But that time, Rodney Harrison jumped the gun just a little bit quick.
New England Patriots have won 9 straight over the San Diego Chargers, dating back to their last loss to the Chargers back in 1970. They trailed 13-9. Brady, he's got Edwards inside the 5. A 15-yard pass play as the Pats inch closer.
It's just good, excellent pass protection for Tom Brady. That time Light does a good job of keeping Rayleigh Johnson out. But we tell you, Mark Edwards is a really good pass-catching fullback. He can get out of the backfield. He's in coverage against Gerald Dixon, trying to keep Edwards from catching the ball. But Edwards gets open, and Brady gets the ball to him.
And Dixon got lost. 1st and goal from the 2. Cox again has checked in. Handoff. Edwards trying to rumble his way through. A flag down. And now Edwards pushed back as a crowd of San Diego defenders came in to make the stop.
A lot of confusion on the San Diego Chargers side of the ball. Get movement up front before the snap of the ball. They're going to draw another penalty, giving the Patriots offense a number of chances to get the ball into the end zone.
Defense, 12 men on the field, half the distance to the goal, remains first down.
We saw Cox line up as a fullback earlier. That play he lined up as the tight end.
You know, offenses want to create some doubt in the mind of the defense, but right now the Chargers are not playing sound defense. 12 men on the field, just never any excuse You have 12 men on the football field.
Cox in at fullback. Jumbo formation. Handoff. Driven back. Second effort. Touchdown. Antoine Smith. He got hit by Sayal and kept going in the right direction.
And you asked me, is he a top back in the National Football League? And that's because at moments, he can make some tremendous plays. We know Junior Sayal, he's going to bring a lick, and he's a fine tackler in his own right. But Antoine Smith does a good job of maintaining balance here, staying on his feet. And that's just a wonderful play because he was hit by two defensive players right in the holes, able to maintain balance and give a second effort to get the ball in.
You might have caught the frustration of Junior Sayal following the play. He thought he had made the stop. Vinatieri puts this one through, and New England has gone back in front. A 10-play, 71-yard drive, capped off by Antoine Smith's second effort. 16-13 Pats.
The Accord V6 from Honda, designed to give the driver total control. At least that was the original idea.
It's Dark Mountain Roast Coffee. Real robust, full-bodied coffee. Always fresh. As good or better than any coffee house. And it costs less. Dark Mountain Roast Coffee, only at 7-Eleven. Get it while it's hot. It's always hot. Yeah. Oh, thank heaven.
Yes, Thursday. And if you thought the new Survivor Africa wasn't wilder, tougher,
water is everything, because without it, you are done like that.
and more treacherous than anything you've ever seen before.
Trust me on this, all right?
Be kind to everyone.
Imagine having to pass this test
They're drinking pure blood
to stay in the game. All new Survivor Africa, CBS Thursday.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse. Lowe's, improving home improvement. And by the Intel Pentium 4 processor, the center of your digital world.
Fans getting charged up here at Foxborough with just over 4 minutes to play in the third. After the touchdown run from Smith, kick from Vinatieri. Ronnie Jenkins flagged down, and Jenkins is brought down as he crosses the 35-yard line. Penalty markers once again. 32-yard return. Checking out Antoine Smith and taking a look at the right wrist.
During the return, holding, receiving team, number 53, 10-yard penalty, first down.
Dion Humphrey on the hold. How did Antoine Smith get to the end zone,
Well, here's what you need to look at. One, that's Junior Sayal. There's two, John Holisek. Both players come in to blow up the run play, but neither wrap up, and Antoine Smith just slides right underneath Holisek and able to get the ball into the end zone. You come with the fury of a linebacker, but you have to wrap up and tackle. And that time, Antoine Smith did a good job of maintaining his balance there.
Off-play action. Lots of misdirection on this play. A dump off for Tomlinson. Great cut by Tomlinson. And he gets out across the 25-yard line and picks up 7 on the pass play. Roman Pfeiffer with the tackle.
And I see why you get excited every time he touches the ball, because it was an excellent cut. They had Tomlinson hemmed in on that play, but he's able to make players miss. And I'll tell you what, he'd make one more player miss, and he's going to take that the distance.
Yeah, Tomlinson, in talking to him about his pass-catching ability, because nobody really knew about it. Back at TCU, he said during the offseason, he would line up as a receiver and run wide receiver routes against cornerbacks just to work on his hands. He said it was a hidden talent. San Diego's pretty happy that he worked on it.
Right.
Flutie throw on a timing pattern, and it was not anywhere close to Curtis Conway. To Bucky Jones had coverage. We're going to New York right now. An NFL Today update.
All right, Ian, thank you. You know, New England opened the season with a loss at Cincinnati. The Bengals at home, they've won 4 straight. They now lead behind a touchdown pass to Darnay Scott. They've added a field goal, too. 13-7. Back to you.
And Jim, who would have thought early in the season a Cincinnati-Cleveland matchup actually would have had a bearing in the standings in the Central.
Battle of Ohio, baby. It was once a great crowd rivalry, and it's nice to see it return.
On a 3rd and 3 from the 27. Dwight the motion man. Flutie flushed out. Flutie on the move and makes the connection to his tight end, Freddie Jones. It's been a bit surprising that Jones' numbers haven't been gaudy this year after breaking out with a huge season last year, and the fact that Flutie would use Remersma in Buffalo, but his numbers have been fairly modest.
Well, Doug has done a good job, I think, of spreading the ball around to a number of different receivers. 6 different players have caught passes, and now Freddie Jones gets into the mix, but he's a more than capable tight end because he has excellent speed. You see, he led the team last year with 71 receptions, but he can get deep for a tight end, but he can also catch the ball underneath, shielding off defenders.
A first down for San Diego, a 1st and 10 at the 35. Here come the Patriots on a rush. Flutie, under heat. Flutie can't get rid of it. Lawyer Malloy. He chased him down from behind for the sack.
Bill Belichick, you know, he likes to change things up. In the first half, we saw Lawyer Malloy. You'll see him right here. He'll come creeping in, but we saw him playing much further back. Now he's playing in the box. He's blitzing, coming in untouched, and he has the speed to run down Doug Flutie, something the defensive linemen have not been able to do. This time, Lawyer Malloy comes in with excellent feel for the pass rush and tracks down Doug Flutie.
8 tackles for Malloy, his first sack of the season, and a loss of 12 on the play. A 2nd and 22. Flutie, quick throw, and complete. Doug Flutie able to find Reggie Jones, a little-used wide receiver in his 4th year out of LSU. And he picks up a quick 11 yards to make back some of the yardage off the loss on the sack.
Flutie continues to spread around to a number of different receivers. It's pretty difficult for the Patriots to key in on one wide receiver because they're all pretty adept at running these slant routes, and it's timed up very well.
On a 3rd and 11. Down to 1:40 left in the 3rd. Shotgun for Flutie. Patriots with a 3-point lead. Flutie thrown to the sideline in traffic and a flag down. Jeff Graham in a matchup with Otis Smith, and there was contact on the far sideline.
It was really good coverage by Otis Smith initially, but he doesn't find the football. He's still jousting with Jeff Graham with his hands, and that's why they throw the flag and catching for pass interference, because he's still jousting with the receiver while the ball's in the air.
Pass interference, defense, number 45, automatic, first down.
Only the 4th New England penalty today.
And you can see the jam by Otis Smith. His back is to the quarterback. He doesn't know the ball's in the air. He's still jostling for position, but you can't touch the receiver after he clears 5 yards from the line of scrimmage, particularly when the ball's in the air.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. This drive remains alive. Tomlinson looking for the hole, and he gains 2 yards into New England territory at the 49-yard line. Johnson and Law combining to make that stop. And they have held LaDainian Tomlinson in check.
But you have to give, I think, the Chargers offense some credit. They've done a good job on this drive of maintaining some poise. They've had some penalties. They had the sack on the quarterback, but Tomlinson, he has a way of wearing down people in the second half. So they've maintained some patience in the offense. They continue to try to get him the ball. Even after he fumbled early here in the 3rd quarter, they continue to go right back to him.
31 yards first half, 7 yards so far today in the second half. He does have a touchdown. Flutie, throwing, broken up. Jeff Graham was the target. It was knocked up in the air, and Otis Smith did have the coverage this time around. Cleveland.
And not only was Otis Smith, but you'll see Ty Law come into the screen, and he's breaking to try to get that slant route. He's got to get his head around and find the football. But I think San Diego may be going to the well one too many times on these slant routes. It's going to be interesting to see how the Patriots adjust and see if they can maybe pick off one of these passes, because San Diego continues to go back to the slant route. They've been completing them, but that time Ty Law was in position to make a play.
Passing situation, Willie McGinnis has checked in. Flutie steps up in the pocket. Sideline route. And Jeff Graham could not bring it in. He got his right hand on it, and Otis Smith was there. Graham comes up a little bit gimpy.
Jeff does a good job of really, I think, giving some room over the top and keeping Otis Smith on his hip. That time, I think he may have jumped just a little too early. Doug could have gotten the ball down maybe a little bit better. But Jeff Graham made an excellent play on the ball, trying to pull it down with one hand.
Flutie thought he had that one to Graham on the touch pass. Darren Bennett will punt it. Standing at his own 37. Troy Brown is waiting. Brown, fair catch signal. And he brings it into the 10-yard line. That's where New England will have the football after the 39-yard punt. Patriots leading at 16-13, late third.
I'll get this. Oh, a platinum card. There's always a catch. Low rates that explode. Hidden fees. It's highway robbery. Actually, I have a Capital One platinum card.
Get a new Capital One Platinum card with a 9.9% fixed rate that starts low and stays low, plus no balance transfer fees.
What's in your wallet?
Discover the most amazing digital music and video with the Intel Pentium 4 processor, the center of your digital world.
Once again, Lowe's is improving home improvement. Only Lowe's has the new CLO tub by Whirlpool with 8 jets that soothe your entire body. Lowe's has everything for your bathroom, from color sinks to Moen faucets to beautiful Italian tiles, so you can give your family the bathroom they've always wanted. And Lowe's promises the lowest possible prices, every day guaranteed. Now that's improving home improvement.
Spend $250 on your Lowe's card and get 0 payments, 0 finance charges until April 2002.
9,000 miles from home. A U.S. embassy is about to fall.
The consulate is now under attack.
Attack? And one JAG officer will become a hero.
Take it easy, we're gonna get you out of here.
An unforgettable new JAG, CBS Tuesday.
The comfort zone of Tom Brady is increasing. In this his third start in the NFL. Last week held to 86 yards passing in Miami. He's put up big numbers here today. On a handoff, Kevin Falk is in there as Falk takes it up the gut for a gain of 3. And really big picture for New England. We talked about it earlier, the third quarter woes. This has not been the case here today.
Well, they've come out and answered. San Diego took the ball down, scored a touchdown, and then the Patriots responded by going on a 71-yard drive themselves. You talk about Tom Brady was 5 for 5 on that drive, and they haven't had much in way of the running game, so he's had to make the big plays. They do get a play from Antoine Smith down on the goal line, the second effort to get the touchdown.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score. New England 16, San Diego 13. We'll come back to Foxborough with fourth quarter action after these messages and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
What kind of men will it take to get our hands on Osama bin Laden? Men just like the ones you'll meet tonight on 60 Minutes.
CSI, Thursday on CBS. It's all here.
This is awesome.
American Pie's Shannon Elizabeth is in the house. And 13 ghosts want a piece of her. 13 Ghosts, rated R. Starts Friday, October 26th.
Hey, time to get rid of your weenie TV. HD TV is here, and it is way, way better. See what I mean? So come on, don't be a weenie. Time to go digital. And we are the experts. Nobody knows bigger, better. Tweeter, audio, video, and a boatload of know-how.
It all ends October 31st. Special 0% financing for up to 60 months on America's favorite 2001 and 2002 Ford cars, American-built Ford tough trucks, and SUVs. Nothing beats 0% financing. Choose from America's favorite vehicles. Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs now come with 0% financing. Nothing beats 0%. And nothing beats the money you'll save. Get to your New England Ford dealer by October 31st for this limited time offer.
Feel the action. No one takes you inside the New England sports scene like the 12 sports team. Brought to you by New England Ford. Sports Wrap. Tonight at 11:30. Only on 12 News. Stay with 12 News for continuing coverage as America strikes back.
Okay. Start of the fourth quarter here in Foxborough. Ian Eagle, Solomon Wilcox, our entire CBS crew. They have just taped up the right wrist of Antoine Smith, but he is not on the field as we get underway in the fourth. New England leading at 16-13. Tom Brady is sacked back at the 10-yard line by Ray Lee Johnson. And a good push from this San Diego defensive line to get in the face of Brady. Well, Smith came up with a touchdown. This was just moments ago.
Look at that right wrist of his. You can see the knot on that wrist. He took a lick down on the goal line when he scored the touchdown. They come over, they're going to wrap it up. But he took a hit from Junior Seau on the touchdown run. But let's see if they can get him back into the football game.
Kevin Falk played on that first down of this series, and now it's Patrick Pass in the backfield on a 3rd and 11. Just underway here in the fourth. New England looking for its second win of the season. Rush coming, Brady to the sideline and out of bounds. Marcellus Wiley was applying some of that pressure on Brady, and New England is forced to punt it.
It was both Wiley and Ray Lee Johnson forcing Brady to step up in the pocket, forcing him to throw the ball maybe a little sooner than he wanted, but certainly Terry Glenn had the edge on the cornerback. Ball thrown a little bit inaccurate, out of bounds, but punting's not a bad thing. You want to avoid the bad plays, the turnovers and interceptions down in this part of the field and at this part of the ball game.
Well, it should be good field position for the San Diego team. We know what Dwight is capable of. Johnson, high punt. Dwight backpedals to the 40. Cuts it upfield. Dwight has the legs. Tim Dwight crossing the 35, and he's finally brought down at the 32-yard line by Roman Pfeiffer.
Tim Dwight is a weapon, and you have to think that he has eyes in the back of his head because he's surrounded by New England Patriots, and he's able to avoid every last one of them, and he makes very good decisions when he's returning punts, and just an excellent play by Tim Dwight.
26-yard return after the 49-yard punt. San Diego down by 3, but an excellent field position to work with.
The day has ended. Amber blends to twilight blue. The world softens a bit around the edges. You release all the cares of the day, and nothing else in the world matters. Bella Sera Pinot Grigio. It's going to be a beautiful evening. Or as they say in Italian, it's going to be a bella sera.
I mean, why go to college? Have you thought about joining a cult? You know, you don't pay any taxes.
Gross incompetence at work. Another side effect of hunger. We recommend Snickers.
Packed with peanuts, caramel, and chocolate.
Snickers. Don't let hunger happen to you.
A chunky quarterback moment. Donovan McNabb's mom served him Campbell's chunky beef with country vegetables. Now with more lean beef. Filled up right by beefy chunky soup, Donovan took on beefy linebackers.
You have one new message.
John, it's Bob. I tried tracking you down everywhere, so I'm leaving this on your cell phone. Look, about your merger meeting this morning, whatever you do, avoid the boardroom. I was talking to maintenance, and they just lacquered the table, and it needs 24 hours to dry. Man, I hope you get this.
With ordinary cell phones, you leave messages, but with Nextel Direct Connect, the digital two-way radio, you get right through.
Gilligan's Island was America's favorite escape, but behind the scenes was no paradise.
I was told this was my show.
A world premiere movie, Surviving Gilligan's Island, CBS tonight.
When Ray loses his wedding ring, the ladies take notice, especially his wife.
What are you doing?
Helping you unpack.
An all-new Raymond, CBS Monday.
It's been a good one here in Foxborough today. 16-13, New England leading San Diego. Fourth quarter, though, now, and fourth quarter in the past has meant Doug Flutie time. His team down by 3. A 1st and 10 from the New England 34. Up the middle, Tomlinson. And a flag down. Just about everybody involved defensively to make that play on Tomlinson in the box. A gain of 3. Another penalty marker, though. San Diego clapping away here. Here's Terry McCauley.
Illegal hands to the face. Defense, number 24, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's Ty Law, the veteran. AFC Central race is one of the league's best. Which team will win the division? That's our NFL.com interactive poll. You can log on and cast your vote at NFL.com.
I'm going to go out on the limb and say Baltimore.
Oh, come on. Give me something. Go with Cincinnati. Let's see it.
Baltimore is really coming back since that loss to the Bengals.
They sure are. 1st and 10 for San Diego. On the handoff, Tomlinson. Bit of a pitter-patter as he ran into the line. Ted Johnson making the stop. It's a gain of 2 on the ground. Well, let's get to New York right now. Jim Nance is standing by with an NFL Today update. Jim.
Well, Ian, that proud Baltimore defense has given up another long drive and the touchdown by Ahman Green. Before today, the Ravens' longest touchdown drive allowed 33 yards. Today, 59, 74, and 80 yards the Packers have driven for touches. Let's go back to you.
Yeah, see, I'll go with Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati's the pick in that division.
They had that one on cue, didn't they?
Here's Flutie throwing. And it took a bounce. It was in the direction of Tim Dwight. He was upset. Dwight slipped down and stood up. Was hoping for a penalty flag.
Both Doug and Tim Dwight are a little bit frustrated because they know they had it. No one touches Flutie, and Flutie gets the ball there. And Dwight says, hey, I would have hauled it in had I kept my footing. But we've seen a number of players slip and fall down today. It's a little wet, had a little drizzle early this morning. Just a little water on the field, but not a lot.
Let me amend the statement. He wasn't hoping for a penalty flag. He was hoping for some traction. If he stayed on his feet, you got a big gainer. Dime package New England is showing Flutie, and Flutie takes a timeout. San Diego uses its first timeout of the second half. At even 13 minutes to play, New England leading by 3.
We've got this e-business thing nailed. We know exactly what our customers want. And we streamlined our supply chain so we could get it to them fast.
We're in Belgium.
Our overseas operation.
How do you do it?
Follow me. Now don't freak out. Please, no pictures. You can do anything with the Black Rocket, the e-business network platform from Genuity.
Never once did your car ask you for jewelry or flowers. Never once did it ask you if it looked fat, or did it get mad at you for leaving the seat up. Your car always gives you exactly what you want. Doesn't it deserve something special in return?
This is Rodney Harrison of the San Diego Chargers. Rodney helps the United Way build stronger communities by generously spending time with senior citizens and engaging in good citizenship.
That's messed up.
Rodney Harrison and the good citizens of his community.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Nextel, how business gets done. Burger King, home of the Whopper. And by Original Coors, nothing beats an original.
Critical play on 3rd down for San Diego. 13 minutes to go in the 4th. 16-13 Patriots. A 3rd and 8 for the Chargers at the 24-yard line of New England. Flutie called the timeout before. They've had a chance to talk about it. Out of the shotgun. Flutie buying some extra time. tries to get rid of it. Doug Flutie was down. Brian Cox was twirling him down. And Flutie released the football late.
And they're going to get him for intentional grounding.
And they
well
should.
within the pocket. He was actually in the grass, but no receiver was to that side of the field.
That'll go down as a sack. Wait a second. Flag down.
Oh.
And it's going to work against New England.
We need an explanation on this.
Holding defense, number 45, 5-yard penalty, automatic touchdown.
Wow. What a turn of events here. The holding on Otis Smith. Obviously, that takes place before Flutie gets rid of the football.
This time he's working against Jeff Graham, and I don't know. I don't know if that was enough to pull down anyone.
Tomlinson turns it upfield and hop, skip, and a jump forward.
It's a critical penalty, no doubt. I didn't see a blatant hold by Otis Smith on Jeff Graham. We need to take him maybe another look at it, but certainly I don't think this warrants throwing the flag. There was a little grab inside. You can't see the left hand there. There was a little grab there, but I don't know if it was enough to disrupt Jeff Graham. He was well within the 5-yard bump rule. Certainly they had the play there on the quarterback trying to sack Doug Flutie. Huge play for San Diego.
Second look, he may have gotten some jersey there, and that's what the officials saw. Tomlinson trying to run it inside and driven back by Cox and company. A gain of 1. It'll be 3rd and about 4. Cox combining with Riddick Parker to make that stop.
Brian Cox has been spying Doug Flutie the entire game, but now you see him working against Graham in the running game. He comes up to fill the hole and secures the tackle on LaDainian Tomlinson. Brian Cox knows this defense well, and that's why Bill Belichick brings him over from the New York Jets and hoping to solidify this defense and add some leadership and experience. But with the injuries to the linebackers, Patson Moyer, Ted Johnson, and Teddy Bruschi, Brian Cox is a mainstay with this defense now.
Flutie on a give. Terrell Fletcher accelerating. He's got a first down. Had to get to the 9-yard line, and Fletcher extended the arms well past it.
It's a good call by Norv Turner. Normally Terrell Fletcher works in the passing game, but every now and then you have to mix up the defense. Romeo Cornell trying to get his defense going and says, hey guys, we have to shore this up and not give up a touchdown here, force a field goal. Good play calling. Both, you can see the strategy working. Norv Turner, offensive coordinator for San Diego. Romeo Cornell, defensive coordinator for the Patriots.
First and goal from the 6. Flutie on a handoff. Tomlinson forced forward for a gain of 3. Roman Pfeiffer with the tackle.
Pfeiffer and Bobby Hamilton do a good job of closing the hole. I thought Tomlinson was going to walk into the end zone for a minute, and Hamilton comes in from the inside. You can see they're going to just constrict that hole right in there. Look at that. Good play by Roman Pfeiffer, getting off the block and shutting it down.
Second and goal now. The ball spotted just inside the 4. San Diego looking to regain the lead on a double tight end set. Hyden in motion. Play action. Flutie throws it to the end zone. Caught by Hyden. Touchdown, Chargers.
And Lawyer Malloy is not happy. Felt like he was held on the play by the tight end, Freddie Jones. We could get a look at it. He was certainly coming in he was blitzing off the left side. Lawyer Malloy is not happy.
First touchdown of the season for Hyden.
Watch right here. You'll see that's Freddie Jones. Look, he just tackles him, throws him to the ground, allows time for Doug Flutie to make the completion.
San Diego goes out in front. Extra point. It's Monk. Darren Bennett. How about this? Second extra point today that was not converted. One from New England, one from San Diego. How big is that? It's still a 3-point game. Extra point would have given San Diego the 4-point lead. Instead, 19-16 Chargers.
My dad was really good with his hands. Could have been a surgeon if he wanted to. He could hear a car driving by and tell you whether it needed a tune-up or if the brakes were starting to go. Doctors and lawyers would stop at his garage asking for professional advice. And after school, he'd let me watch him work his magic on cars. More than anyone, he taught me how to earn my customers' trust. Like Dad, I'm proud to be a professional auto technician and proud of the work we do.
CarQuest, the professional choice. Play Cash is King at Burger King for a chance to become a millionaire.
Bud class, baby. I'm paid. I'm gonna get one of these, only bigger. We should do this every day. You gonna let me park it? I think it's stuck in neutral. I'm the king of the world. Uh-oh.
Play Cash is King at Burger King. Peel for a chance at great prizes, from tasty food like a Whopper or crust sandwich to a cool $1 million. With a 1 in 3 chance to win, the odds are on your side.
My man.
I made my money off investments.
I made mine off a cup.
On December 6, 1992, Barry Sanders fumbled the football. He was determined never to let that happen again, but it did happen again. 3 years and 803 carries later.
Hey, nothing beats an original. Original Coors. Brewed with Rocky Mountain water.
Original Coors. Hold on tight.
If you thought the new Survivor wasn't wilder, tougher,
Water is everything, but without it, you are done like that.
and more treacherous than anything you've ever seen before,
Trust me on this, all right?
imagine having to pass this test
Drinking pure blood.
to stay in the game. All new Survivor Africa, CBS Thursday.
Coming from behind has been a part of Doug Flutie's MO for a very long time. And San Diego has now come from behind to take the lead, 19-16, but the extra point was not converted. Kevin Falk runs into a brick wall at the 24-yard line. In the person of Zeke Moreno, a 21-yard return. Now, we spoke with Tom Brady, asked him, where were you when Doug Flutie threw the Hail Mary for Boston College? He said, well, I was 7.
He didn't even remember when we brought it up. At that time, he was Little League catcher in San Mateo. He said, I was just trying to play baseball at the time.
You know what, though? He said, I've seen it on classic sports.
He sure did. But that's about all he knew about it. Now he finds himself in a position to lead his team back against the master of comeback, Doug Flutie.
And that's what the Patriots need. Brady on the quick toss for Troy Brown. Look at Brown reversing field. Brown trying to go to the other side, and San Diego would have none of it. Rodney Harrison chased him down, and he was held for no gain. Rogers Beckett also involved. Just about everybody in San Diego was able to sniff it out once Brown made his move.
And Junior Seau said that you know what? He said, whenever a play goes away from me, I can trust that Rodney Harrison will be over on the other side to make a play. See Seau come up right there. He missed the tackle. Seau still gets back up on his feet, but Rodney Harrison stays with it and is able to trip up Troy Brown on the play. Had he got outside, it looked like he was going to run a long way.
2nd and 10. Again, that 5-receiver look from New England on the offensive side. Brady doesn't know the rush is coming. Unloads it deep, and he had Patton open. Patton had 2 steps on Alex Molden at least. And the pass had a little too much on it.
Patton was open. He was going outside, but the ball's thrown back over the inside shoulder by Brady. Brady has to, at times he's been a little inaccurate. For the most part, he's thrown the ball well today, but that time he could have led Patton outside where he had the edge on Alex Molden.
Brady, 20 of 34, 234 yards, 1 touchdown. On that pass to Terry Glenn. 3rd and 10 now. The clock is stopped with 9:03 to go on the 4th. Brown in motion towards the slot. Brady steps up, unloads it. Sideline throw. Incomplete. Glenn, the intended receiver. And New England is forced to punt. Glenn was matched up with Molden.
Yeah, that time I think he was trusting that, you know, Terry Glenn could run down that pass. He put some air under it. You know, Glenn, he hasn't caught a ball here in the second half. He caught 6 balls in the first half, none here in the second, and maybe the wear and tear of the ball game is beginning to wane on him a little bit after a 2-month layoff. Normally he's able to close in on a pass like that, but that time could not kick it into a second gear.
Tim Dwight set up San Diego nicely with great field position. Take a look at this. Lee Johnson losing the football. He couldn't get rid of it. Picked up and run into the end zone. Touchdown for Derek Harris. How strange does it get? Johnson had his problems earlier in the day. He saw the rush from Harris and could not get rid of the football.
Earlier we talked about the Patriots' third quarter collapse. They've just fallen apart here in the fourth quarter, particularly with this play. Very strange. They get the pressure on Lee Johnson, but Lee has to secure the ball. You can't hold the ball out and allow that ball to become a fumble. He didn't secure it, and have to give Derek Harris the credit because he pursued the punter and stripped the ball and then scored a touchdown.
A backup fullback, Derek Harris, former St. Louis Rams, signed as a free agent. Wade Ritchie with the extra point. And this crowd just looking at one another right now, saying, what happened?
That's a strange play. There you see Harris comes in. Lee Johnson bobbles the snap, and he never secures the football. He picks it up and doesn't secure it. Harris is able to get the ball out on the tackle, and he has the presence of mind. And you can see, look, he just held up, didn't kick it, but now you have to put the ball away. Derek Smith has the presence of mind to not only pounce on the football, but he gets up and runs it in for a touchdown.
So Derek Harris scores the touchdown for San Diego, and just like that, it's 26-16. Bill Belichick's team had played well throughout the day, but minor miscues here and there turn into major mistakes.
And the crowd here at Foxborough Stadium is just stunned. They don't know what to believe. 1 minute ago they have the lead, and now they've seen it squandered. Seen San Diego jump out to a 10-point lead.
They figured if there would be some magic here for the Chargers, it would come solely from Doug Flutie. Not on special teams. The combination of Tim Dwight and then Derek Harris firing through to cause the fumble, scoop the football up, and take it in for pay dirt. A lot of these Patriots fans are going home.
Let's not forget Ronnie Jenkins on the kickoff return, who's helped the Chargers get great field position all day long.
Kevin Falk, tackled down to the 25-yard line by Steve Hayden. And oh, how things have changed here in the fourth quarter in Foxborough. You can follow all the games on NFL.com, and after the games, get in-depth analysis and recaps from the experts only at NFL.com or AOL keyword NFL.com. Line of scrimmage will be the 26. So instead of punting and putting your defense on the field, trying to hold San Diego with a 3-point lead, all of a sudden your offense reappears down by 10. Clock is moving with 8:38 left. Antoine Smith has returned as he takes it up the middle and carries to the 35-yard line for a gain of 9. Take one more look.
Now let's see what Lee Johnson does. He has the football, but he looks up, he sees the presence of Derek Harris, but hold the football. You have to secure it with two hands and put it away, and Lee Johnson just holds the ball out, and when he's thrown to the ground, that ball comes out. It's live the whole time.
Antoine Smith slices through for a first down at the 40-yard line. Give Harris credit. When he began hugging Johnson, he got hold of that right hand.
That's right. Was able to get the ball out. Not only did he force the fumble, he had the presence of mind to pounce on it. Then after he got the ball, he had enough presence of mind to get up with the ball and run it in. Lee Johnson is stunned now, but Lee, he has to protect the football first, and then once the ball is out, try to recover it and then make the tackle.
Brady sets it up. Antoine Smith will move to the 45-yard line for a gain of 5. Lee Johnson in his 17th year in the NFL. He's been a member of the Patriots since 1999.
But this game is not out of reach. This is where Tom Brady has to do a little Flutie act of his own and try to get his team back into the ball game. He's thrown the ball well today. He's going to have to start getting the ball back to Terry Glenn, try to manufacture some yards, and now they go to Antoine Smith.
Smith inching closer to midfield as he picks up 4. He needs to get to the 50 for the first down. Marcellus Wiley with the tackle. And some words being exchanged as Seau begins barking across at the Patriots offense. And this crowd has been completely taken out of it.
They have been, and that's why the Patriots are going to have to find a way to make a play on offense. They've moved the ball pretty well against a very tough San Diego Chargers defense. They're going to have to, I think, keep their poise. There's plenty of time left in this ball game for them to get back in it.
3rd and 1 for New England. Have to get to the 50. And Smith isn't even close. Gerald Dixon wrapped him up. Now Harrison exchanging words with Greg Robinson-Randall. Now with 6:29 to go in this game, what do you do here, Solomon? You go for it? knowing full well you still need 2 scores?
I think you have to go for it. 4th and 1, I think, is a makeable down in distance. You have to give yourself a chance. But, you know, they've been going to strictly the running game here, running the ball on the last 2 plays here.
Ball at 4th and 2. Smith, he's got the first down across midfield. And down at the San Diego 48. He picked up 5. He needed 2. And this drive continues.
Here they just run right off the left side behind Matt Light. He kicks out on Ray Lee Johnson. Antoine Smith hits it up in there right off tackle on the left side and is able to pick up the first down. He comes out. He's banged up a little bit. He carried the ball 3 consecutive times and went on the sideline for a break.
Kevin Falk is checked in. Brady wants to throw it. Brady, sideline route. And brought in by Terry Glenn on the far side. Another first down for New England. Out of bounds, out around the 35-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. 13-yard gain. They'll put it on the 34.
And that's the kind of play they need from Tom Brady, going to his favorite target so far today in Terry Glenn. They've been working the sidelines very well, timing up those routes, and Terry Glenn makes his first reception of the second half.
There is no Drew Bledsoe to come in and save the day. It's all on the right arm of Tom Brady. Outside for Troy Brown. Covered by Tay Cody. And Brown with a good gainer on first down. It's 9 yards.
And Brady's showing some good poise. He was pressured that time by Ray Lee Johnson. Stood in the pocket right that time with pressure coming right down his backside. But he stood in and threw the ball after him.
They faked the spike. Brady now throws it away.
Now that's the poise of the young quarterback.
By the way, Terry Glenn has gone over 100 yards. 7 catches, 110 yards, and the touchdown. Brady just took a hit from Ray Lee Johnson in the pocket.
He also took a shot at trying to make something happen against this Chargers defense. That's, I think, really thinking ahead. He's coming up to the center and he's showing everybody that he's ready to down the ball. He snap it, he acts like he's going to go down, but he comes up throwing, looking for Terry Glenn.
Now at 3rd and 1 and even 5 minutes to go here in the 4th. New England down by 10. Set it up. Kevin Falk. Shake and bake move and Falk gets across the 15. 12-yard pass play. Brady to Falk. Clock is moving with 4:45 left to go.
They've done a good job of mixing in some pass plays to the receiver. Now they bring Kevin Falk in the out back. It's just a flare route for Falk. He makes the catch, is able to elude the first tackler and create some positive situations, getting the ball inside the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage just shy of the 13. Brady in the pocket. Brady guns it into traffic and twirled down Troy Brown. That's good for 10 yards.
Junior Seau told us the difference between Joe Pascal, the defensive coordinator, who's not with him today. Now today, Jim Vecchiarella, he's making the calls. A little bit conservative, I think, of this defense. They're kind of laying back and allowing the Patriots to catch the ball in front of them. They're not going after the quarterback, no blitzing, and they're showing their hand, playing straight up. I think they have to do a much better job of trying to confuse a young quarterback like Tom Brady. You have to give him different looks, and I think you have to apply some pressure.
Off the measurement, this will be a 1st and goal from the 3. And the door is still open for New England to make a game of this, trailing 26-16. Plenty of time left. 4:09 to go. 1st and goal. Handoff. Antoine Smith pushed backwards. And a loss of 3 on the play. John Perella, first man to greet him.
Perella just blows this play up, gets excellent penetration, forcing Antoine Smith to try to bounce outside, but the penetration was so great by John Perella. He made the tackle in the backfield. Excellent play. That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to pin their ears back and get penetration up the field, play more aggressive on defense, something they haven't done on this possession.
Brady, timing pattern, up in the air, and broken up. A chance for David Patton in a matchup with Alex Molden, and fans wanted the flag.
Just good coverage by Molden. They had Rodney Harrison comes over also to try to make the play, but that's just good hands. They both had positions. I think they both had hands on one another, but you can see he's playing the ball and gets his hand on the football just as Patton is preparing to make the catch.
Clock is stopped with 3:38 left in the 4th. Solomon, they need the 7 here. They're down by 10. Of course, you could say settle for the field goal, get the 7 later. If you're this close, you want the 7 here.
I think you have to go for 7. No doubt.
A 5-receiver look. They are going for it. Play clock was down to 1. Brady steps up, fires, incomplete. Troy Brown, the intended receiver. And now they face a fourth down.
They're going to go for a field goal here. You do need 2 scores. Showing a lot of confidence in Adam Vinatieri. Hopefully he's already missed 1 field goal here today.
So they inch it inside the 5. They had a few cracks at it. And now they have to settle for the 3 points, a 23-yarder, and ask their defense to stop Flutie and the Chargers, or maybe stop Tomlinson, depending upon how San Diego plays it. 23-yard attempt. And Vinatieri splits the uprights. This is a 7-point game. San Diego 26, Patriots 19 with 3:31 left.
Get down in the dirt. Get down on the dunes. Get down on the trail. Get your monthly payments way down. As low as $69 a month and no down payment with a Honda card. Or get low 6.9% financing and no down payment on any new Honda ATV. Get down-to-earth deals now at your Honda dealer.
Tomorrow's the big event. Are we there?
The work is there.
Excellent.
But it's not here.
Not here?
Not here. We have a glitch.
A glitch?
A glitch. New York supplies are garbled. The servers in London are down, and everything from Asia has just plain vanished.
Vanished?
Vanished. You know, a glitch.
So no pitch. Well, what do we do tomorrow?
Discuss our global capabilities.
And that's when it hits you. You are so ready for IBM.
Monday, a fender bender between friends. Who's going to foot the bill?
Sweet mama.
The King of Queens. Then what do you do when your child is a bully?
I don't know what to think.
Welcome to parenting. My name is Kim. I'll be your wife.
Yes, dear. Next, when Rain loses his wedding ring, the ladies take notice, especially his wife.
What are you doing?
Helping you unpack.
Everybody loves Raymond, and Becker's buddy gets hitched to a woman he just met.
Love's not only blind, it's deaf and dumb.
All new comedy, CBS Monday.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Honda, the company that defines performance in motorcycles, ATVs, and scooters. And by IBM, taking e-business and your business to the next level.
(26-19), the Chargers leading the Patriots with 3:31 to go in the 4th. Now San Diego has to be aware here as New England might think about surprising them. Now the Chargers back off. And Vinatieri kicks it through. Ronnie Jenkins from the 3. Jenkins cutting it to the outside. Jenkins turning it upfield and forced out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 27-yard return for Jenkins. Up in a 9-game winning streak for the New England Patriots over the San Diego Chargers. Have to get back to 1970. Joe Kapp, John Hadle, the 2 QBs. They played it at Harvard Stadium. Final score, San Diego 16 and the Patriots 14. Bring back some of those newsreel footage.
Was that Bambi? Lance Allworth, one of my all-time favorites.
1970, 31 years ago. That's the last time San Diego got a road win against New England. They've lost 9 straight in the series. Flutie on a handoff. Tomlinson turning the corner and goes down shy of the 40-yard line. 8-yard gain. Fred McCrary gave him a block up front to work with.
You know, Fred McCrary was working against Roman Pfeiffer. Credit LaDainian Tomlinson with the vision to bounce it outside. That's what he does really well. He can press the hole, and then he understands when he has control of the edge, and he takes it outside for positive yards.
New England still has all 3 of its timeouts remaining. San Diego with 2 left. Well, the Chargers just using as much clock as possible now. Leading it by 7, facing a 2nd and 2. They have been held in the running game. Came in one of the best in the NFL in that department. Today, New England has done the job in that category. And off Tomlinson, diving forward to the 40 for a gain of 1. But it's still short of a first down. Ted Johnson involved in the stop, along with Bobby Hamilton.
You talked about how the Patriots have done a good job of shutting down the Chargers running game so far today, but this is where it's vitally important. You cannot allow the Chargers to manufacture yards on the ground right now and eat up the clock and continue to pick up first downs.
Timeout taken. New England using its first timeout here in the second half. They still have 2 left. Well, Saturday, Home Depot SEC football. The Tennessee Volunteers travel to Tuscaloosa to meet playmaker Freddie Millens and the Alabama Crimson Tide. The excitement begins with Tim Brando and Spencer Tillman on College Football Today. More college football news. You can check them out at cbs.sportsline.com. AOL keyword CBS Sportsline. Now the New England defense is now put under the spotlight. You see Brady and Bledsoe. It's a good relationship that's developed. In fact, Brady told us, hey, sometimes the coaches, they'll say one thing and I recognize what their job is, but I can go to Drew and ask him questions. He can tell me from a QB's perspective.
Well, he's done a good job, I think, gleaning from an experienced veteran like Drew Bledsoe, knowing what the incumbent quarterback would do in that situation. Drew has been successful, 3,000 yards in his last 7 seasons. So, you know, Tom Brady has a very good mentor in Drew Bledsoe.
They come up short of the first down, so they do face a third and about a foot. Patriots defense put on the spot.
That's right. This is money time for the Patriots defense because it's 3rd and 1. You stop them here, Chargers are going to have to give up the football and hunt it. So this is money time for this defense. Let's see if they can respond and come through in the clutch.
A pivotal play in the waning moments of this ball game. It's been a good one here in Foxborough. 3rd and 1. Flutie on a handoff. Tomlinson. He didn't get there. No gain on the play. New England gets a huge effort from Brian Cox up the middle. And another timeout used by the Pats.
Well, they do a good job of getting a push up front on the offensive line. Let's see. They're getting some movement, but Ted Johnson and Brian Cox, they come in and fill the hole. And they know that this ball is going to be ran right behind the fullback, Fred McCrary, who comes over in the motion. But you know you have to run the ball with a lead blocker, and they know what side the ball is going to come to just by where the fullback is.
Flutie upset, and rightfully so. This team had a 2nd and 2 to keep the drive going. Then a 3rd and 1, and they come up short on both attempts.
Now, the Chargers haven't done a really good job, I think, of getting a push up front on the offensive line. Something they've really had a tough time doing all day, forcing Tomlinson to bounce it outside. That's where he's had most of his rushing yards here today.
So Darren Bennett has had his problems the last couple of weeks. A dependable kicker, a Pro Bowl punter. And Troy Brown standing at his own 15-yard line. Bennett. High punt, sailing. Brown forced to backpedal from the 10 because he had room to work with. He does. Brown. Out across the 40. Getting to the outside. And spun down at midfield, but a flag on the play. 40-yard return after the 50-yard punt. Penalty marker is down at the San Diego 47.
Certainly the play that a young quarterback like Tom Brady would need from his special teams to get good field position, but this is going to go against the Patriots. It's coming back.
Patriots look to be lined up nicely to make a move here and rally in the late stages. Not the case.
During the return, holding, receiving team, number 22, 10-yard penalty from the end of the run, 1st down.
Terrence Shaw, the former Charger.
Yeah, Shaw gets nailed on the penalty. Something he's got to do a better job. You have to be smart. He's a 7-year veteran, so you can't get called and hurt your football team. You're going to get the ball at the 50-yard line and give Tom Brady in this offense a short field to try to get a touchdown and tie up this football game.
Flag was thrown on the other side of the field as well. That play was working towards the left. And Bill Belichick's team will have it from the 40. It came during the run back. So it does only cost them 10 yards. They're not repunting this ball, which is a huge difference. Still excellent field position with 2:10 remaining in the 4th. 26-19. San Diego with the lead. The young Tom Brady trying to lead this team back. Here's Brown. And he gets caught after the gain of 3. That's going to roll it down to the 2-minute warning. Rogers Beckett making the stop on the far side. New England down a touchdown with 2 minutes to play at home.
Going a full 12 rounds is all about stamina. That's why I like high endurance from Old Spice. No deodorant protects better. And it lasts longer because it evaporates more slowly. My endurance lasts longer than I do. But I'm working on that.
Come on! Turn your way up, baby!
Talk to LiftMaster and get the world's #1 professionally installed garage door opener. Call LiftMaster now.
Johnson, I'd like to see some ideas on saving the company money. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
Think. That's the stomach! Think. Ow.
Well, Johnson, Staples. That'll save us a lot of money. You are a genius.
Get extra savings for your business. All this month at Staples.
I'd been waiting for a day like this. A day when an all-in-one wireless plan would make things simple for people. The Sprint PCS Total Digital Connections plan is here. It brings all the best features together. Clear calls, nationwide long distance, voice command, and wireless web. Thanks, boy. And now it's my job to tell the world.
Total Digital Connections plan, only from Sprint PCS.
No other drama takes you inside the CIA like The Agency. He's targeting the city.
A report of an infectious agent alert.
Anthrax.
Somebody with a Dixie cup and a plan. Could kill thousands. I've informed the White House.
How they work and what they do is more intense than you ever imagined.
I've got the target.
The Agency, all new after CSI, CBS Thursday.
Iron Eagle, Solomon Wilcox, with you from Foxborough, Massachusetts. 26-19, San Diego leading New England. 2 minutes to play in the fourth. Bill Belichick's club at 1-3. Mike Riley's team at 3-1. Such a pivotal game for this New England club. You've seen what San Diego did in the past, blowing fourth quarter lead. They blew one last week in Cleveland. Here's Brady. He's got the first down. Brady connecting to Troy Brown, who has become a target for Tom Brady in his short stint in the NFL. 12 yards, and Brown has 9 catches for 98 yards.
Once again, the Chargers defense come out with a lack of intensity, not playing real aggressive. I think they're playing a little bit soft, allowing Brady to have time to complete passes. They have to blitz him, and I think do a little bit more to confuse and put pressure on.
Brady again has time to throw. This ball is knocked down. Leonardo Carson, his second year out of Auburn, filling in for the injured Jamal Williams. And Carson gets a piece of that to stop the clock with 1:27 left. And a 2nd and 10 upcoming for this New England offense.
Brady also had time to throw the ball on that play. Of course, it was knocked down by Carson. But San Diego is going to have to put pressure on Brady. You have to come after him. He's a young quarterback. You don't want to treat him like he's an experienced quarterback as if it were Drew Bledsoe back there.
2nd and 10. Shotgun from the 45. Brady steps up and fires. And Brown could not bring it in. It'll be 3rd and 10. Patriots are 1-3 this year, with Indianapolis, Denver, and Atlanta all coming up on the road after this game.
You can see Brady does have time to throw the ball. 3-man rush by the Chargers. Puts Terry Glenn right in the hands. Tom Brady, almost 300 yards passing today. They came in only averaging 163 yards per game, ranked 27th in the league in their passing game.
Well, he's got a couple of downs here to get a first down and move the chains. On a 3rd and 10, Brady steps up, still has the time. Great touch on the ball to Brown. And a first down for New England inside the 30. 16-yard hookup. Clock is moving. Down to 1:04 left. 1st and 10 from the 29. New England still has 1 timeout left. Under a minute to go. Brady steps up, avoiding the rush. Brady stops and throws on the run. Incomplete. Terry Glenn on a sideline throw.
And every down is just a 3- or 4-man rush. The linemen are starting to wear down a little bit, getting a little tired, and can't sustain a pass rush on Brady. He's very comfortable standing in the pocket, buying time, trying to wait for his receivers to get open.
San Diego just looking to hold on. And the Chargers have a player down. We can't make out that number from this angle. 26-19. San Diego leading New England with an even 50 seconds left. And play has been stopped because of an injury.
And I think whenever you're playing a young quarterback, you have to do a really good job of mixing up your pass rushing. And I think you also have to do a good job of mixing up the coverages behind the pass rush, giving him some zone looks and sometimes some man look. Right now, I think they're playing very basic and straight up against Brady right now in the fourth quarter.
Looks like Alex Molden on his back. Sixth-year pro, the former Saint out of Oregon. He was a spot starter last year with New Orleans. He played well, a free agent, and signed on as one of the two new corners with the San Diego Chargers, replacing Deron Jenkins and Darrell Lewis along with Ryan McNeil. He got spilled out in coverage, and you couldn't pick up anything off that replay that stood out.
Very difficult. He fell on top of the knee of Terry Glenn. Maybe caught a knee in the ribs. Really difficult to tell where he sustained the injury.
So Davis Sanchez, first-year player out of Oregon as well, would step in for Molden. And he's able to walk it off with a bit of a limp as he goes to the sideline. It'll be 2nd and 10 for New England from the 29. The difference in this game right now, Lee Johnson was unable to get a punt off, and Derek Harris, a backup fullback, forced the fumble and then took it in for the score. That's your 7-point differential. 26-19. Brady steps up. Brady looks. Brady fires. Incomplete. Inside, David Patton trying to take it. And he's brought down at the 4. 26-yard pass play. New England uses its final timeout.
And when we met with Tom Brady, he came into the room. He said, this is a very confident young man, only second year in the National Football League. But look at the time, only a 3-man rush. You allow him to grow in confidence as the game goes on. And now you're in crucial moments of the game, and he's at his best in terms of that confidence as he comes in. And this is just a bullet, a strike to David Patton, who makes an excellent grab, able to pick up some additional yards after the catch. But again, it all starts with the lack of a pass rush. You're asking your secondary to make plays, but you're giving the quarterback all day to throw the ball. It's like 7-on-7 for a quarterback.
Patriots have used their final timeout. Don't forget about some of the other quirks. Missed extra point from New England. Missed extra point from San Diego. 26-19. Chargers leading the Pats. 40 seconds to go here in the fourth from Foxborough. A 1st and goal from the 4. Smith in the backfield with Edwards. Bootleg. Brady throws. Wide open. Touchdown. Jermaine Wiggins. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this thing up late in the 4th.
Just an excellent play call by the offensive coordinator, Charlie Weiss. Little smoke and mirrors here. Everyone's got their eyes on the crossing receiver, Terry Glenn. And it's just a wonderful play. Jermaine Wiggins able to get open in the back of the end zone. Tom Brady showed poise throughout the drive there, completing passes to receivers, but he had the time to throw the ball, and that's key.
Captain comeback has been known as a term used for Doug Flutie. Vinatieri adds the extra point, but it is Tom Brady that has rallied this New England team in the 4th quarter. We're tied at 26 with 36 seconds left.
When we talk about smoke and mirrors, you see Terry Glenn coming across the frame. Look at Rodney Harrison. Everyone bites up on it. Jermaine Wiggins is able to get behind the defense and able to get open. Just an excellent play. Wonderful. Roger Beckett can't get back in time. Look at the coaches. You can see there. They know it's going to come open. They're wondering if the young quarterback will have the poise to complete the pass. Tom Brady over 300 yards passing in the game.
An important point just to bring out here. San Diego had 2 timeouts remaining, but because of the injury to Molden, they lost one of those timeouts. So Doug Flutie has 1 timeout left to work with 36 seconds to go in the 4th. 26-26. Doug Flutie itching to get out of the field. This is from earlier. Vinatieri, extra point. He missed it. But then it was San Diego that gave that point back. Tit for tat. When they were unable to complete on the conversion.
Special teams very important when you can't get your extra points and when you miss field goals and when you don't secure the punt. And and hold on to the football. You allow teams to make plays. You find yourself in a situation at the end of the game, 26 seconds left, and you're all tied up. And it's when it dawns on you that every little thing counts in a football game.
Second touchdown of the season for Wiggins. Flutie, waiting. He will get his chance. Kickoff by Vinatieri. Jenkins is standing at his own 2 for the return. Jenkins has hurt the New England team, but not on this play. He ran directly into Bucky Jones. He got stonewalled.
Bucky Jones is coming in. He's just trying to get off a block, and he just beelines for the ball carrier. Just an excellent play by Bucky Jones, beating the block. And it's just a really good job. Bernardo Carson's trying to block Bucky Jones. He defeats the block, comes off, and squares up on Ronnie Jenkins. Ronnie Jenkins never saw it coming. He's thinking Carson's going to hold the block, but he's unable to.
23-yard line. That's where San Diego starts out with 31 seconds left for Doug Flutie. Native Massachusetts native. 12-1 as a starter in this stadium going back to his Boston College days. On a handoff, Tomlinson bursting through the hole out across the 35-yard line. We mentioned San Diego only has the 1 timeout left. They use it. A 14-yard gain. And the clock is stopped with 23 seconds remaining. Don't forget, coming up next, Game 2 of the doubleheader here on CBS. Denver visits Seattle, or Miami taking on the Jets at the Meadowlands. That's coming up immediately following our coverage of the Patriots and the Chargers.
Well, we asked if Tom Brady could match the magic of Doug Flutie and lead his team back, and he answers, and now it's up to the maestro. Doug Flutie's been here before, and this is what his team expects from him. They need the leadership on offense. He's provided so far this season. Right now, he has an opportunity to save the San Diego Chargers.
They have to get to about the 35-yard line to give Richie even a chance to win it with a field goal. Flutie, no timeouts left. Keep in mind, Flutie scrambling, throwing, and complete. What a pass to Curtis Conway, and the clock is moving. Down to 12 seconds left. Clock continues to roll as Flutie has to spike it quickly. Down to 4 seconds left. Flutie takes his time and spikes the football. 1 second remaining on the game clock. And Doug Flutie was able to stop it, but they could not get extra yardage for their kicker.
This is where they're going to miss the timeout used on the injury by Alex Moden. And when the Patriots last had the ball, they wasted the timeout. Now they don't get another shot. That ball was caught by Curtis Conway, who did slide out of bounds, but they ruled him inbounds and down. Apparently the defender must have touched him while he was still inbounds.
This is going to be a 57-yard attempt. For the win. Kicking into the wind, Wade Ritchie. His career long is 52. Play is going to be reviewed. Was the catch clean? I guess is the first thought.
Or was he touched before he slid out of bounds?
This is not a coach's challenge. Keep in mind, in the final 2 minutes, this is reviewed upstairs when they feel there's a play that's up in the air. Could be reviewed for clock purposes as well. That's another possibility. Just 1 tick of the clock left. Doug Flutie was trying to get the Chargers to the line of scrimmage so he could spike it and maybe get one more play off and get some extra yardage for Ritchie to work with. That's where the leadership of Flutie does pay off. But the clock was moving and the Chargers couldn't get there.
Now let's take a look to see if he was able to spike this ball. That ball came out of his hand while his hand was going backwards, and they may be ruling to see if this was a forward pass.
You're
the ball came out before the ball, before his hand was going forward. This may be ruled a fumble in the Patriots' ball with 1 second left on the clock.
I think you're absolutely right. He did not have possession. He lost the football as he was trying to throw it down. Brian Cox just jumped on it. They're going to review whether or not Wade Ritchie is even going to have a crack at this 57-yard field goal.
And if the official is seeing what I'm seeing, there's enough evidence right there to overturn it and award the ball to belong to the New England Patriots.
You've got to throw it directly into the ground to stop the clock. He lost the football.
He lost it.
That's a fumble.
A fumble. Heads-up play by Brian Cox.
1 second left. The officials talking this one over, trying to determine, A, who has the ball and how much time remaining.
After review, the quarterback lost the ball before he spiked it. However, because of the whistle, the ball will be placed at the 41-yard line. Second down, the clock is correct.
Wait a second. The whistle. Because of the whistle. Wow. This is being ruled a spike.
Now, what do you think the fans are going to say? If this kick is made by the Chargers, they're going to go back to that play, and I'm telling you, it's not going to be a happy time, but the inadvertent whistle.
They moved it back 5 yards, turning this to 2 yards, turning it into a 59-yard attempt for the win. Bennett the holder. David Binn will snap. Wade Ritchie leans into it. The kick is on the way. And short. We are going to overtime with the Pats and Chargers tied at 26. We have seen some strange things in this game this afternoon.
It's a straight kick.
He had the location.
Just not enough leg.
Ritchie thought he had it after it came off his foot. Not quite enough on it to end this game right here. Instead, we go to an extra session. San Diego Chargers, they have traveled a long way to the East Coast for this game after traveling to Cleveland last week. The New England Patriots in a desperate situation at 1-3 and 3 straight road games upcoming on the schedule.
Good call. 55's calling it. We're okay. What's your call? His call is tails. His call is tails. It is tails. San Diego won the toss.
So San Diego has won the toss. They'll receive it to open play at the end of regulation. Overtime is next in Foxborough. Chargers and Patriots tied at 26. We'll come back in a moment.
Get down in the dirt. Get down on the dunes. Get down on the trail. Get your monthly payments way down.
Get that.
As low as $69 a month and no down payment with a Honda card.
Get that.
Or get low 6.9% financing and no down payment on any new Honda ATV. Get down-to-earth deals now at your Honda dealer.
That I call my friends. We're just getting started when the long day ends. This but's for you. And you and you and you. This but's for you.
NFL on CBS continues with doubleheader action coming up. Miami at the Jets or Denver at Seattle. Stay tuned following our coverage of the Patriots and the Chargers here from Foxborough. 26. Overtime here in New England. Chargers will get the football first. Vinatieri will kick it off to Ronnie Jenkins. And you think back when San Diego had the football, a 3rd and 1, and a chance to keep the drive going, keep the New England offense off the field. They couldn't get the yard.
Couldn't get the push from the offensive line and was forced to punt. Tom Brady took over from there and led his team to a touchdown to tie up this football game.
Vinatieri on the kick. Jenkins from the 1. Jenkins looking for the angle. Jenkins squeezing through a hole and brought down at the 40-yard line. 39-yard return, and special teams continues to be a problem for this New England club. Otis Smith making the tackle.
Ronnie Jenkins continues to do a good job on kickoff returns for the San Diego Chargers. Has good vision leading up behind Terrell Fletcher, getting a good block and really good field position, something the Chargers have enjoyed all day long, taking the ball over at their own 40-yard line.
One of the reasons they went out and signed Wade Ritchie is because he had a bigger leg than the veteran John Carney. They're trying to get Ritchie into a position where he can give this team a win in overtime. Flutie floats it over the head of McCrary, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. Timeout situation, each team given 2 as we start play in the extra session. Wade Ritchie had a chance from 59 yards away at the end of regulation to win it, and came up short.
Well, he didn't need much more to get it through. Showing signs of strong leg. He may get another opportunity here in overtime.
Chargers have been a feel-good story in the NFL after going 1-15 last year. Chance to go 4-1 with a victory here today. Flutie, quick drop, quick throw. Underneath Terrell Fletcher. And he is met quickly by Malloy, a gain of 5.
Malloy does a good job of closing in on Terrell Fletcher. He's taking the back out in space, man-to-man coverage. Fletcher makes the catch, does a good job of holding on to the football, but after getting hit very hard by Lawyer Malloy.
Now a 3rd and 5 for Flutie and the Chargers. Crowd making noise. First minute of play in overtime. Out of the shotgun, Flutie. Throwing. Diving attack. Tim Dwight. Incomplete. Chargers will punt.
This is where your top players have to make big plays. Flutie looking for Tim Dwight, but you can see the defender forcing Flutie to get the ball high and up in the air. Misfires here. This ball could be thrown a little bit better by Flutie. But he had a defender in his face, and so you have to give the Patriots credit. Made played on defense, forced the 3 and out. Now they'll get the ball, get a chance to win the football game.
Dennis off the punt, wobbly punt. Takes a bounce. San Diego is ready, and they touch it up at the 22-yard line. 32-yard punt for Darren Bennett. And now Tom Brady will get his chance. Doug Flutie had an opportunity getting the football first here in the extra session.
Brady over in conference with Drew Bledsoe. He's already thrown 51 passes on the day, completing 30. Already over 300 yards on the day. But I think the key thing there, you see, no interceptions. He hasn't thrown any interceptions since filling in for Drew Bledsoe. Very young quarterback, really keeping his poise and his wits about him, not hurting his football team.
He has been savvy here today, filling in for Drew Bledsoe. Brady at Michigan sat behind Brian Greasy during the national championship year for the Wolverines. Go, go, go. 1st and 10, line of scrimmage, the 23. Checking off the line is Brady. Play clock is down to 3. Here comes the rush. Brady steps up, throws it long. Deep ball, down the sideline. Incomplete. David Patton and a flag down. Alex Molden with the coverage. Flag thrown at the 39-yard line.
Boy, what poise by the young quarterback Tom Brady. We already talked about in the 4th quarter how we thought this San Diego Chargers defense was playing a little bit conservative, and now
automatic first down.
And now in overtime, they decide to blitz the young quarterback, has one-on-one coverage outside with David Patton. Alex Molden has to find the football, get back inside. Give Patton credit for coming back inside, working his way back to the ball. And that's where contact is made because the receiver comes back to the ball. Moten could not find it in the air. He gets contact before the ball arrives.
A 37-yard penalty gives New England a first down at the San Diego 40-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Brady steps up, guns it. Underneath the coverage to Patton. And a catch made at the 32-yard line. Good for 8 yards. Getting extra yardage for Adam Vinatieri. We are in overtime, tied at 26, San Diego and New England. Patriots rally in the fourth to force the OT. On a handoff, and surrounded. Antoine Smith brought down at the 35. It's a loss of 3.
You have to wonder if the Patriots are playing for the field goal, taking the ball out of the hands of Tom Brady, who's been so hot. He ran the blitz. That time San Diego was coming right up the middle, and that's where the Patriots call the run play. Goes for nothing, so you have to wonder if they're just playing for the field goal at this point.
No, but Solomon, right now would be a 53-yard attempt. No gimme by any stretch.
No doubt. They have to continue to make plays. You have to wonder what they were thinking with the play called on that particular play, giving it to Antoine Smith right up the middle, right where you see the Chargers defending blitzes, I should say.
Kevin Falk in the backfield now. Play clock down to 1. 3rd and 5. Brady. Rush coming. He gets rid of it. Kevin Falk down the sideline and a first down for New England. Oh, what a big play for this Patriots offense.
Look at the pressure on Tom Brady. Coming off the top, there's Gerald Dixon. He's coming in, he gets the hit, but he's poised. This is a touch pass, very difficult pass to complete, but he has touch on it. He lofts it over the head of the oncoming defender, gets it right over to Kevin Falk, who makes the catch without breaking stride.
Down to the 26-yard line, and now Vinatieri can breathe a little easier. A 1st and 10 for New England. Handoff, Smith, and again spilled out for a loss on the play. He lost 3 on that run, and Orlando Rupp read it perfectly.
And Rupp came up to make the tackle. Patriots haven't been able to really manufacture any rushing yards today. It's been very tough for them to run the football. Only 32 yards rushing in the entire game, and that's why they've had to rely on the arm of Tom Brady. 53 passes thrown in the game. He's completed 32. And every time they go to try to run the football, it seems as though they're losing yards.
10 different Patriots have caught a Brady pass today. Another one underneath. And Brown lunging forward inside the 30 for a gain of 3. So he gets back the yardage lost on the Antoine Smith run. Ryan McNeil makes the stop on the far side. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Again, we can't talk enough about the poise of Tom Brady, the way he's managed the football game today, not turning the ball over, making good decisions, but they're getting ready to kick a field goal.
On 3rd down, they're going to make the attempt. 44-yard attempt. Lee Johnson will hold it. Lonnie Paxton will snap it. Adam Vinatieri looking for the win. Patriots have knocked off the Chargers in 9 straight meetings. 44-yard attempt. Vinatieri in overtime. He nails it. New England pulls it out. A come-from-behind effort in the 4th. And in OT, Bill Belichick. And the Pats get the win. 29-26 is the final. We saw Tom Brady grow up before our eyes and the 60,000 plus here in Foxborough.
And we also see the comeback of Terry Glenn, over 100 yards receiving today, 7 receptions. Troy Brown absolutely helped him because he saw single coverage, and Adam Vinatieri comes in and redeems himself from a missed field goal earlier in the ball game.
What a crucial game for New England. Their record goes to 2-3, 3 road games coming up. Doug Flutie, the homecoming was spoiled by the hometown Patriots, and Mike Riley and company fly back to the West Coast with a win-loss mark of 3-2. Back-to-back losses on the road to Cleveland and New England. This was a fun one in overtime. The Patriots won it. Coming up, game 2 of the doubleheader, Denver at Seattle, Miami at the New York Jets here on CBS. For Solomon Wilcox, this is Ian Eagle, our entire CBS crew saying so long from Foxborough. Tom Brady leads the Patriots to victory, filling in for Drew Bledsoe. 29-26 is the final in overtime. Second half of the doubleheader is coming up here on CBS. Vinatieri wins it in the extra session. You've been watching the NFL on CBS.
Paging Dr. Norris. Dr. Norris.
When lives are on the line, you rely on the specialized training and expertise of real professionals. People who use the tools at their disposal to find out what's wrong and fix it. But even with years of experience, it's not always easy. Appearances can be deceiving, because even though this isn't a hospital, this is a surgeon. He just operates on cars.
Paging Dr. Norris. Your car is ready.
CarQuest, their professional choice.
Whoa, whoa, did you bake this bread? You have any idea where it came from? No. So, what do you think? Don't you just love the smell of fresh baked cardboard? Subway bakes their bread fresh every day, right, Nancy?
Right, Jim. Subway's got 4 new delicious Subway Selects, like the tasty Southwest chicken, all in fresh baked gourmet bread.
Once you go fresh, you never go back.
Subway, eat fresh!
Test your football knowledge at Subway. Just upsize your fresh value meal and get one of our 2 32-ounce gridiron trivia cups.
Okay, good news. That broadband thing we all want? Got it figured out. Honey, you call the phone company. Tracy, you're digging the trench, shovels in the garage. I'm going up on the roof to assess satellite possibilities. Jimmy, check out these schematics. Appreciate it.
Let's go! Broadband!
We know how you feel, and that's why Circuit City offers one-stop high-speed internet access. You can find what's available where, compare options, and arrange installation. Circuit City, we're with you.
Oh, we can get broadband at Circuit City.
CBS Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.
The Guardian, Tuesday on CBS. It's all here.